Hey guys, we are live with Outdoors with Susan, but we're indoors tonight, and we are making bird feeders because it is National Bird Feeding Month. So I'm going to turn my camera around so you can see our Christmas tree up in February, of course. We are making bird feeders with Everest and Saphira, who thinks she wants to, and my dad. So I'm going to show you, if you went to the library and you got a kit, this is what's in your kit. You got a bag, and in the bag you had some peanut butter, some bird seed, some Cheerios, piece of bread. Hopefully your kids didn't eat that. A couple popsicle sticks maybe, a pine cone, some paper towel rolls with string attached to it, and then a lone string. And so with all this stuff tonight, we're going to create some bird feeders for your little birds outside. Now, a note, if you have somebody in your house who's allergic to peanuts, you can use Crisco. That's Crisco. You can use beef fat. A way to use up beef fat, if you harden it, you can frost your stuff like you're going to do tonight with the peanut butter, or you can keep it melted maybe in a frying pan after you made burgers or something, and throw some oatmeal in it, mix it up, and throw it out for the birds. It's kind of like a suet, a crunchy suet. I don't know. So let me put this phone down, and well, let me show you a few things. Everest is peanut buttering up her pine cone. When you do your pine cone, make sure you put the string on first. So you have your lone string right here. Let me grab my pine cone here. Okay, so I'm going to take this pine cone and I'm going to put a string on it. You want to probably tie it upside down. That way the pine cone will hold on to the string a little easier. It's not rocket science, folks. So just tie a knot in it. Doesn't have to be pretty unless you have very particular birds. And there you go. Now it's on a string, and now you frost it. So I'm going to frost it with some of this Crisco. And yeah, there's peanut butter in it. Just don't tell the birds. They'll never know. So we're just going to frost the pine cone.
Is this good enough?
Yeah. That looks great. Like that.
What do we do with it when we're done?
Just leave it and go on to the next bird feeder.
Okay.
If you have toast, you can butter your toast with the peanut butter on both sides. Put a string through it. There's a hole in it, so you can put a string through it. And I did not give you a string for the toast, so you're going to have to do your own.
First anyway.
Yep. So I'm going to give you, let's see, got some bird seed here, and I'm just going to roll the pine cone in the bird seed like that. And you can add as little or as much as you want. I'll tell you right now, the birds are going to like it if you add a lot to it. Oh my gosh. Let's look at Everest. That looks like a Christmas ornament. It does. Dad, where's yours? Right there. Oh, you even put Cheerios on it. Cool. So if you use cereal for your bird feeders, anything that you use for these birds, just try to limit the sugar and the junk in it. We all know birds love French fries, and so do we, but they're horrible for us, and they're just as bad for the birds. So try to keep it as organic as possible. If you're going to feed them corn, how about non-GMO corn? you know I'm all on that kick anyway. So try something non-GMO. So here's your slice of bread. And we'll do some peanut butter this time. Let's see. And you're just frosting it. And now's a great time to do this. Everybody's stuck at home. You can't go out. So get your family together and make some bird feeders. National Birdfeeding Month. If you didn't pick up a kit at the library, we'll have them there all month. Now, some of you got kits earlier in the week and you got a pine cone that looked like this. We now have pine cones that look like this, and that's not close up. It is close up, but it's a huge pine cone. So if you want to come back and get some bigger pine cones, we'll have them there all month or until we run out. So you're more than welcome to come and pick up some more bird feeder kits and feed these birds. Unger, you know the biggest bird in the world is?
Ostrich.
Yep, the ostrich. How about the smallest bird?
Hummingbird?
It's a hummingbird. It's a bee hummingbird. It's 2 inches. 2 inches. That's it. 2 inches is like that, maybe? Okay. So there's my bird feeder with toast.
No.
You want another toast, Dad?
Yeah, I can do that.
Do a toast. Okay. A toast.
Here's to the birds.
Here's to the birds. Okay, Unga is patting her toast in the bird seed. I put it in the tin. If you put your bird seed on a plate, it's probably easier to roll things in it or pat it on. And some of our Cheerios, I will say some of them are Honey Nut Cheerios. I didn't buy those.
Your squirrels are going to love these.
Yeah. Yeah. These are great for your squirrels.
Got the wrong one.
And Hilda, you're great. If you have any ideas, share them with us.
Where's another string there, honey?
Another string for Fred. Hey, Ron.
Thank you. I
You
got
got one? Okay.
I got it.
You got it. Okay, so we've got toast all over the place. And
I'll say, and
Everest-
peanut butter too.
Everest is now going to attempt the mobile. It's going to be a bird feeder mobile. So she took her piece of string that was attached to these things and put it through one side of this. And then in the middle, she is putting Cheerios. It's kind of like a candy necklace through paper towel rolls. The birds will never know, I don't think. Next weekend, for those of you who don't know, is the Great Bird Watch. And that's when you go anywhere. It doesn't have to be your backyard. You could go to the park. You could go to a lake. You can, if you're out camping, wherever. But for 15 minutes each day, or one of those days, it's the 12th through the 15th. There you go. There are the Cheerios. And now she's going to put some more Cheerios on and then add another piece of the paper towel roll. But for 15 minutes a day, you watch some birds and just kind of keep track of how many come in and what kind they are. This is from the Audubon Society, so you can get online and look it up. And in your bags, you should have on the inside of your bag, let's see if I've got one. I do. You should have a chickadee, the Great Backyard Bird Count, and way down here, right there, is your website, birdcount.org. Ron, type in birdcount.org and then get registered and join the bird count. And that's basically what they use that number for, is just to see how many birds there are before migration. So the more people they can get involved in it, the better. If you can get your community involved in it, what else are you going to be doing? So join the bird count. It doesn't matter what time of day you're doing it. If you're doing it at night, if you, I don't know, maybe you're great owl watchers and you have a lot of owls in your neighborhood. Do it. Count them. When you get on that site, you can download an app, and it tells you what app you can download. There are a couple. One to record your bird count, but there's also another one. So if you need help trying to figure out what kind of bird is at your feeder, you just put in a couple key things for the description, and it'll pull up 4 or 5 different birds. And more times than not, I've been able to find the bird that I was looking for. So please join that and do it. You don't have to do it every day, but at least one day. And if for some reason you can't get online, but you have a paper copy of whatever it is you counted and saw, bring it into the library and we'll get it online for you. So Everest has now stuck her second paper towel roll on halfway through, and now she's putting the Cheerios in between the paper towel roll. I think she'll have a second career as a seamstress.
It helps if you can see.
It does. When you're feeding your birds, give them some dried fruit. They like dried fruit. They like nuts. Ooh, that'd make a pretty necklace. Okay, one more. You know there are over, is it 100,000 or 10,000 different bird species? Got my notes back here. 10,000 different bird species. 10,000. And did you know that birds' bones are hollow? That's how they can fly, or why they can fly. Another idea for food for your birds is hard cheese, like a cheddar cheese. You can grate it and throw it out there. Birds can eat dairy, but it has to be fermented dairy. It can't be straight dairy like regular milk. That'll make them sick. It could possibly kill them. So make sure that whatever you're giving them, yogurt, hard cheese, just grate it up and throw it out there. They love it. Pumpkin, squash. Don't give them any bread. I know we go down to the pond and we feed the ducks bread. Don't do that. If you're going to give them popcorn, make sure it's just air popped, not with all the junk on it. We're not supposed to be eating that junk. The birds aren't either. There are a couple foods that are actually toxic. And if you have chickens, you probably know this, because you don't feed these to the chickens either. Hey, Amy. Avocados, caffeine. So, Everest, we got to stop feeding the birds our coffee. Chocolate. So, Jean, you're going to have to eat the chocolate yourself. No chocolate for your birds. Salt. I don't know. Maybe they retain water. Fruit pits. And one thing I was told never to give the chickens, and I guess it's true for the birds too, apple seeds. And some people say, oh, my birds love them, my chickens. I don't know. They say not to give it to them. And then onions and garlic. I guess they don't want bad bird breath.
Oh, you're funny.
I don't have any jokes. I should have looked up some bird jokes. That would have really been excellent. That's it. I got that from Robin yesterday. She did a program on life hacks and kids making scrambled eggs and eggs in a hole, and she had egg jokes through that whole thing, and they were pitiful. Pitiful. How you doing, Dad?
Lousy. Can I lick my fingers?
I don't think the birds will mind.
Makes it more fun.
Makes it more fun. Everest almost has a whole necklace done here.
I feel like I'm in kindergarten again.
You're doing your preschool craft. Once she gets it done, she's going to tie the strings together, the ends, and then she's going to slather the cardboard in peanut butter.
Got any more string?
Here's a string.
No. Okay.
Oh, that's your string. Here's a string.
Thank you.
And if this is too time consuming with all those Cheerios and all those cardboard little things, then don't do that. Make it up. Do your own thing. Like my dad's getting ready to do, I think. Just use one. Or just string a whole thing of Cheerios like a candy necklace and hang it out there. Your birds are going to love it. And unfortunately, your squirrels will too.
Yes, they will.
Just keep the squirrels in your yard and not mine.
Squirrels will love you much better.
Yes, they will. Everest is trying to get the cat up here to help. I think the cat wants to help once they're up and the birds are on the feeders.
Cat like the peanut butter.
That's true. And the dog wants to help too. So it's just something fun to do. Use your imagination. There have been many times when I just put birdseed on the floor of my porch so that I could get them to the porch, so we could see them out the window. A toilet paper roll. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now a little Crisco. If you don't have suet in your yard, you're welcome, Elizabeth. Thank you for watching. If you don't have suet hung up somewhere for your birds, the fat is very good for the birds, especially in the wintertime. And it's beef. It's beef fat, not pork, not chicken. Although they'd probably eat it. I don't know how good it is for them. Just stick with beef fat.
Well, probably any fat is good.
Any fat?
For them. I don't know. Don't take my word for it.
Okay, we won't. So I know beef fat's okay. You can get suet at your grocery store. If you go to Food Line, just ask them if they've got any. It's usually packaged near the beef. And you can get a cheap little cage, or you can make one with some chicken wire and just hang it. And the birds will love you for it. They'll go crazy over that suet.
The suet doesn't cost very much either. For that
No,
matter.
doesn't cost much at all. And now we're going to roll the Crisco in the birdseed. The only thing that you're missing on that, Everest, are lights. We need some Christmas lights on it.
We need a camera. Let's watch them eat it.
Yeah, we do need a camera. Marge has one she puts in the woods, and it shows all the deer that come. She's got corn out there. Guess we need one for the birds. So once you get it all dialed up, it's going to be probably pretty heavy.
Pretty messy, too.
And once you get your bird feeders finished, take some pictures and post them below for us so that we can see see your version of your bird treats. What you looking for?
Some butter or lard, whatever.
How about that?
That's good.
Okay. All this peanut butter in the house driving the animals crazy.
I eat some of it. I didn't know it was for the birds. Remember, little birdie.
A lot of you, I know I do, I have some snacks that I eat and that has millet in it. Yeah, that's bird seed. But that's okay. If you don't finish your snack, throw it out for the birds. They'll eat it. Probably eat quinoa, don't you think?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Oh, wow. You can also, I don't have it here, I'll post it later if anybody's interested. You can make a bird seed cutout, I guess, with gelatin, and as it gets thicker, you lay it out and you can cut it into different shapes with cookie cutters, and then once again put the bird seed in it, or raisins and peanuts, any kind of dried fruit. You can even use fresh fruit. I don't think the birds are going to mind if the apples are brown, you know, because they've been cut. But you can use fresh fruit, melon, they love it.
Orange.
An orange,
Cut
yeah.
an orange in half. Birds love that.
Yeah. In the summertime, I'll cut orange slices and freeze them and then give them to the chickens. And they love that. I'm sure the birds in your backyard would love that as well. And as spring gets closer, and we're warming up, birds are getting ready to build their nest. Don't forget to clean out your hairbrushes and your lint traps, and put that stuff out on your porch, and the birds will take it to help make a nest.
Only if you don't use dryer sheets.
As long as you don't use dryer sheets. What about unscented dryer sheets? No? Okay. Well, only the times that you dry your towels with no dryer sheets. You do know that if you use a dryer sheet when you're drying towels, it makes them kind of waterproof.
String.
And so it won't soak up the water when you're taking a shower. Sorry, I'm trying to get a string here.
Thank you.
I want to eat that. Really. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so there is that is very cool. Your Cheerios, your paper towel roll with birdseed, more Cheerios, paper towel roll, Cheerios, paper towel roll, Cheerios. And tomorrow afternoon, we'll see some squirrel dragging that off into the woods. So there you have it, folks. It's relatively simple. All you need to make some bird feeders for your backyard. And most of this stuff you have at home, either in your house or in your yard or in your neighbor's yard. As long as they don't see you or you get permission, go ahead and get some. Either way. And there's bird seed. We have places all over. You can get it at Lowe's. You can get it at the Country Hardware Store. There are bird feeders at Wilson Carter. So use your local resources and pick these things up. And please, please, please feed them all month. And don't forget, next weekend is, what are you doing?
Put them on the inside.
She's putting it on the inside too. Well, my goodness. That's for a whole family, birds. See? Can I get it? Yeah, she put it on the inside. That's only for the experienced bird feeder maker. Don't forget about next weekend being the great bird count.
Birding Month.
And you all have this in your bag. Birdcount.org is the site to get on and join us. It's February 12th through February 15th. Like I said, if you don't have the tools to be able to record it online, write it on a piece of paper, how many birds you see, what kind they are if you know, and bring it in and we'll record it for you. So just bring it to the library. So enjoy spending time with your family and making bird feeders, and we will see you outdoors next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.